Preseason from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right out of the gate, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Giants. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led out by a former first-round selection back in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Here's Dart. And that's incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, Dart. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards that time.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Brings up 2nd down.
Dart. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Jordan Stout.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So here now the Bills offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticism. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Another Bills first down. A gain of 12. First down, Bills.
Bennett here out of the shotgun. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Bennett. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. From the gun on third down, Bennett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw now, Dart. Looking for Austin, intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Bennett now. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gives them a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll give to Cook on the read option. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
And Bennett will look to throw. Over the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. On 3rd and short, going with a tight end. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
That's good for a Bills first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him.
Touchdown! Khalil Shakir from 8 yards out. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The New York set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. That'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. To throw is Dart. Now they go screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Play action now. Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. After 1, 7-0. On EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The backup Stidham, his first throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's another Giants first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
3 brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On third and goal, Stidham. And they're going to get it. They bring it down the sack back at the 16-yard line. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Center's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Throwing now is Pratt. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
The Bills first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing is Pratt. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. Blitz blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
To throw is Pratt. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
A first down carry for Davis. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Pratt going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll go with the keeper. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 28.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Pratt. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment. But a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Pratt. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
16-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ray Davis, a 15-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The New York set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Stidham. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
13 yards on the play. And the Giants.
First down, here's Scatterby. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
straight ahead. Here's Tracy. He'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now it's Stidham. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Out now is a punter, Jordan Stout. That's taken on the 25. Calling out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how it's sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw now, Pratt. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Stidham. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Stidham. Open man is Collins. He's got it. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jordan Stout now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Pratt. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. At the 38-yard line. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Back to throw now on first down. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down as well. And it looks like this is going to be all for naught. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
But if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And this will get them all the way inside the Giants' 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2. They tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Play action. It's Stidham. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Running left is Tracy. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. An inside run to Scatterbury. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
37-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
Now it's Stidham. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a good result there, as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Pratt. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
On the deep ball. The coverage by Andrew Phillips.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
From the gun on third down. Pratt will try and do this himself. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Pulled in at the 24. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And New York set to take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Stidham. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Stidham. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
10 at the 42-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Give up the middle, Scatteroo. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another
third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Pratt. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Looking to throw. Pratt. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Completed to Hyatt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Stidham looking to escape, but he'll go down. They got him. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? Well, let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
3rd down and 6.
Here's Stidham to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Stidham. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pratt. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
A give, it's Scatteroo. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 6. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Pratt. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Chauncey Golston in there to get him. And that is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he stopped immediately there. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 3rd down and 10.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. He'll check this one down to Scatteroo. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And the Giants 1st down.
They'll look to throw here. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
They go play action now. Stidham can't get away, and he's taken down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw here. Stidham looking to escape, but he'll go down. They got him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They can thank their defense for another stop, and now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you're pretty much saying bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Pratt going to look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Up the middle to Davis. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a solid pickup, 8 yards, but work still to do now on 3rd and goal.
A gain of 8 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal from just outside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He couldn't quite find the goal line, but a good run of 8 yards is going to make it an interesting 4th and goal now. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. Stidham looking to escape, but he'll go down. They got him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
At the 22-yard line.
He'll look to throw. A throw out wide, he'll
incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Stidham.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to fourth down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.